Okay, so, man, where do we start? You know, I'm pretty new at this stuff. I don't have any videography equipment, GoPros, anything like that, but I guess it's time for me to do that. So, my whole goal with this deal was to have the ability to provide larger guys with a full chassis bike at a great price point. You got to look for what it is, okay? I mean, this is based on a 2014 CRF 250L chassis. Supposedly the plastics are the same, chassis is the same, everything is the same as a CRF 250L. Now that bike specs out at 320 pounds wet. I've heard that this bike is actually 266 pounds. I know a lot of guys are talking about that weight to the power. It's supposed to be a 3,000 watt motor. 3,000 watt motor, 72 volts, 50 amp hour battery. It's a notable battery manufacturer in China. I forget the name off the top of my head. I'll do my best to answer any questions, but I don't have everything off the top of my head right now. Okay, the game changer for this motorcycle is the fact that it is a 4-speed transmission. So, it's fantastic. First gear, it has so much torque. I looped it. I mean, what can I say? I'm freaking developmentally disabled when it comes to getting something new with two wheels and wanting to see how it handles banging wheelies. Okay, so the transmission is based off of a horizontal CRF 110 manual transmission, same as a China. I'm sure it's a Chinese replica. Everything has serial numbers stamped on everything, so we're able to do a backtrack on it if you need parts on this. You don't have to depend on Nicote for ordering spares. Bodywork, CRF 250, frame, welds look fantastic. What really blew me away is the amount of billet on this. Let's first start with suspension. Suspension's soft. Every bike that I've ever bought is soft out of the gate from the manufacturer. Rear shock is a piggyback reservoir, compression and rebound dampening. This shock, you could tell the preload's all the way down, so I think I need a larger shock. But look at the quality of the welds. You know, you look at this isn't your bargain basement. Like, there are some questionable ones, of course, you know what I mean, like that right there. That doesn't look to be the best MIG, but that is what was done to mount this custom drivetrain mount. Okay, so that's 4-speed, 1 down, 4 up, just like the regular. Here is your clutch, fully adjustable, billet levers. Look at this. No more braking levers, or unless you're, hammer it out. I didn't break this one, even though I looped it out. I got a little scrapage. Front end's I need to tweak it, but I'm going through and doing every nut and bolt on this thing anyway. LED lights, LED headlights, pretty good. Not the best, but again, we're looking at the price point, man. Billet hubs, huh? Nice cut rotor. I'm not sure who manufactures the hoops, but look at that, matching hub and nipple. Oh, for the guys that got to match colors, that's fantastic. We got a 520 chain, nice, heavy. 21-inch front, 18-inch rear. There's 3 models that are offered: Enduro, Supermoto, and Motocross edition. This is the Enduro edition, so it's got an 18-inch rear tire. Again, billet 520 sprocket, rear sprocket. I haven't pulled the cover off of this to see what that looks like. Apparently, the guys that have owned these and have bought these, the metallurgy for that front countershaft sprocket is not very good, so it's kind of walking off the output shaft. But look at the swing arm wells. I mean, this isn't your old school Chinese frame, I mean, it's pretty apparent. There's some undercut here. This looks like it's more of a stitch weld from a MIG than anything. But again, a rotor that's cut, matching billet hub, nipples, unbranded calipers, but there is serial numbers on everything. So that means you can go back and find out who manufactures them and orders them. Billet, stainless steel braided lines for front and back brakes. Black stanchions, sliders. Stanchions are gold. I believe that it has rebound and compression and dampening. I haven't checked underneath here for I forget if that's rebound or compression, I'm not sure. Brakes are good. I'm continuing to bed them in properly so they bite. Billet levers, again, with the fold up option here, nice. Billet triple trees. Like, billet trees. Billet trees. I don't believe it. The dash, what do I do with my fob? So this doesn't come with key, it comes with the key fob. So let's turn it on. There we go, look. Sun, day, you can still see that. I'm not hiding it. I mean, it is a bright, bright day. I can't even see my display on my my phone. Sorry about that. I'm pulling it back, but even pulled back. I don't know what this is, PD, but when you press it, it kills everything. I also seem like this is opposite. When you press SPO, it goes into like govern mode, and this is full out. So let's turn this off. Here you go. Start, stop. Bink. All right, it's even got an alarm and a panic mode for the key fobs. It's got 1 1/8 inch. I think I'll put a riser on this, and then the bars. It came with a tag bar pad here, but I don't think it's tag bars. 100% sure. Again, billet front brake lever. Boop. Your transducer for your throttle is here. It's cable actuated down to that deal there. That might be a little bit loose. I don't know. I haven't pulled anything apart, but you know, there you go. Dude, this thing will be able to climb like a beast. Pivot turn, wheelies. I did 60 miles an hour before it governed. The controller is under here. I haven't pulled this part off. I'm going to go through the whole thing, kind of check out the battery. Battery took about 4.5 hours, 5 hours to charge. The state must have been pretty low when I got it. Assembly time, it took me a long time because I was going through learning. The instructions, of course, are Chinese-based instructions. They are, you know, they're okay. You know, I've built motocross bikes and stuff like that for a while. So for most people, not a big deal. One thing I can appreciate in the build is, well, the problem was I didn't have any star or Torx when I went to go put this thing together. So that's another thing. It took me a long time. I didn't put together in my garage. I put it together at my buddy's shop that I had this delivered to. So let me pause and we'll start the next.